Welcome to our first video with Penny Lado and Cruzillo in the back. So I'll be reciting my lyrics and talking about it. I hope you enjoy this video, so enjoy. Oh, sun shine on me, shoot the ones who look down on me. Old heads only see misfortune in future sees who are we. I reach out to branch. So that whole beginning part of the verse is obviously the introduction to the verse and everything. So that's when you get to know what I'm talking about. It's to hook you in, reel you in and everything. So as you realize, the song's talking about a garden, but in actuality it's talking about, the hood. Basically the whole verse, I'm explaining this actual verse thoroughly. Oh, sun shine on me, shoot the ones who look down on me. As actually talking about the sun and everything, but at the same time, the same light still coming. It's almost like a gun coming at your face and your eyes and everything. Old heads only see misfortune in future sees who are we. That's just basically old heads, hating sometimes, but you gotta show respect to them sometimes. But sometimes they be disrespecting us, so we just gotta show them how it is. Who are we? I reach out to branch. That's just talking obviously about just the tree, relating to family trees and the roots are deep. Roots are deep in the hood and everything, because there's a lot of relatives going on in there, and it doesn't even have to be blood. It could be just about actual cool bonds and everything. So that's what that little section is about. Quench out there so I can grow some hands, buzzin bees, pollinate this wilting man, buzzin sign grazing and spinning waves, hit the two-way off, under the smoke is foggy, you killing me with those SIDS, I come from 2006, it's the time of blooming, we're growing in the coldest winter, and names but not buddy, but I heard a couple died to contribute in colors. Quench my thirst so I can grow some hands. That relates to the last little line I was talking about and explaining. That's just talking about how the roots and we need to be watered, and how we need to grow as people, and how we need to grow out of these certain things in the hood. You feel me? Buzzin bees, pollinate this wilting man. Buzzin, killer bees, relating to Wu-Tang. Little shout out and a little relationship right there. But also, I was kind of inspired by Synthesizer by Outkast. Outkast always inspires me. I love them deep down. One of my big main inspirations in music and as a person. I know you shouldn't be looking up to your idols like that. J. Cole said it, but we love that man. Andre 3003 Stacks, big boy, we love it. Took they toothpaste off, when the smoke is foggy, you killing me with those cigs. I'm not just talking about cigarettes, but I'm talking about how bees and the beekeepers use the little smoke to exit the mud out. That's basically what I'm saying, and how a lot of people trying to float away from that part of the hood, but they can't really do it because it's still in it. So you're getting smoked. Somebody gets smoked. That's basically the same thing as what I'm talking about. I come from 2006. This is the years when I was born. Obviously, that's the time of blooming. That's just again born at that age. So I'm 17 now. Birthday was in January and everything. Capricorn this be. We're going the coldest winter. The names but not buddy, but I heard a couple died to contribute in colors. That whole part is just talking about me myself. I was born in the winter. I love the winter. A lot of people hate that junk. Some people prefer the beach. I think the beach is boring. Not boring, but it's too much and overpopulated. A little overrated, but we don't want to start anything controversial. So the whole but not buddy. It's a book that I read in 8th grade. Shout out to Miss Adams. Respects to that lady. We love that lady. But I heard a couple died to contribute in colors. That's talking about gang affiliations and choosing colors for certain gangs and everything. And how people died to try to contribute and, repping and everything. So that's that. When the snow comes down and you got thorns for a crown, buzzing bullets come up round. Photosynthesis, dirt from the ground, it's fertile, but there's no green anymore. Kendrick Lamar kind of influenced me on the whole thorns for a crown, just relating back just to the whole garden thing, not how thorns are natural, but yet, they cause damage, so not everything in nature is just all peaceful. Thorns are cool, but they still cause damage, they cause you to bleed. That's what I'm saying, Good Kid, Mad City, there's an innocence found in a place, but they're still dangerous. And dirt from the ground is fertile. Where I come from, I come from there. It raised me, so of course there's a part of me that still loves it, but there's a part of me that hates it. It grew me, so the dirt is fertile. But when I look back to it, there's not really green anymore. It's just dirt still. You live there to live. You don't live there to live a great life. You try to live there to excel from that life and try to live a better life. That's how it goes. That's how it is, and that's how we live. Cut these weeds, hoes on the leaves, still full of energy. Broken on limbs, I need to sit in the money tree, cause snow is a real deal. Too many apples peeled here. Cut these weeds, hoes on the leaves. It's kind of like, I'm almost like pointing at the government, because they like to remove a lot of weed. And I feel like a lot of those in power try to remove those in weed. And you know how weeds, typically, people don't really like them. They always try to remove them with all the little weed cutters. I consider myself a weed because I'm not really elevated. I'm not that in the higher ranks. No money trees, cause snow was a real deal. Too many apples peeled here. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar again. You know, Money Trees. Love that song. Beautiful song. Shout out to Anna Wise and them. Too many apples peeled here is talking about the young people dying in the hood from gunshot wounds, from overdosing, the whole other bad batch of things. So that's what I'm talking about. Rotten smells, some are pale, some are brown and beaten, then get decomposed, at least we're giving back. And the sad comfort homes, I might be useful home, the bugs will eat me. Just keep it easy, you want with me or you with me. One bad, two bad pairs, pattern with parents, that seen everything that hits like the snare on the beat, upside down my veins, look like roots. A whole rotten smells, some are pale or brown and beaten. They're just talking about dead bodies. People that have been beaten to death. Some are decomposed, at least we're giving back. Street donors, we're giving back. I mean, it's a poor way to look at it, but it's almost like decomposers. You know, they give back to the earth. And that sad come from homes that might be useful homes. I'm talking about a sap tree and how people get shot and are bleeding from the wounds, the bullet wounds, and how the blood is almost like the sap coming from the sap trees. The bugs will eat me, just keep it easy. You want with me or you with me. One bad, two bad pairs, pattern with parents. Obviously, I was talking about the garden again, referring back to the whole garden topic. The bugs will eat me. It's just talking about how if I'm left there for too long, I will get decomposed. Pattern with parents that's seen everything. That's referring to my mother. I love her. And she has seen a couple of things. I've grown up from it, and I've matured from it, and I've learned a lot from those things that she's told me and my siblings. So that hits like the snare on the beat. I might be upside down, my veins look like roots. That's talking about, referring back to the other line before, when my mom's seen everything, and that hits me, because I wouldn't want to feel what she's felt, and other parents have felt and have experienced, especially those who come from Mexico and come from that part. And the whole, I'm upside down, my veins look like roots, is just talking about a plant being planted and how the roots look like veins of mine. So that's referring back to the whole nature and referring back to me. So that's it. That's all. And that's the end of the verse. So I hope you loved it. I hope you enjoyed it. So please listen carefully and enjoy it. And stream garden, please.
Look down on me. Old heads only see misfortune in. Future sees who are we. I reach out the branch. Push a thrush, walk and throw some hands. Buzzin beast, pollinate, buzzin man. Buzzin sign of grazer and spin it with. Sit the chew it off. Under the smoke is foggy. You killing me with those SIDS. I come from 2006.